Hello, thanks for being here with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. We are going, oh, excuse me, get my words out. It's going to be a balsamic moon phase, dark moon phase reading for Taurus placements. Hello, Tauruses. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. We are going to take a look at the dark moon phase. This is pretty much going to be a spread, just kind of like offering some insight and guidance to what you might have learned during this past moon. Wow. I'm having a really hard time getting my words out here, Taurus. You might feel, I don't know, like tongue-tied or something. Because that wasn't happening before this reading. Weird. Okay, we are going to look at lessons from the last moon, things you might have learned. You know, I said just trying to highlight things that you might not have seen, and then we are going to look at what could be coming in for you with the new moon. So, message from your subconscious here with the oracle cards. We have grace and awakening. Feel like this is a pretty, honestly, kind of a black and white message, Taurus. Feel like you are awakening to something. There's a message from your subconscious that you know, maybe it's trying to like awaken you to something. And I think this awakening is going to require a certain amount of grace, a certain amount of patience. There's almost this sense of kind of like basking in the glow of yourself and letting that, I almost feel like letting your own kind of easy energy, and when I say easy, I mean there's nothing forced about this card, right? Grace. She's just kind of existing in nature. Nature might also be important right now. We've got a lot of nature represented in these two cards. Yeah, I feel like there's something about not forcing anything, just kind of letting your own energy and the grace of your own energy of just kind of being you, like allow that energy to draw energies into you, as opposed to putting your energy in an outward, you know, like, as opposed to going towards things. I feel like there's something about you being magnetic right now. A message from your subconscious here. Okay, let's see what else comes out with the tarot, Taurus. What lessons are integrating? Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're awakening to your own like dynamicism. You're realizing that there is something dynamic and magnetic to you, and even a little fearless. The Queen of Wands is a really bold energy. She is this card is one of the things it represents is fearlessness, right? She's in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. She's the only queen that is not protected by the flames of the fire. She's the only court card, pardon me, in the wands that's not protected by the flames. And see, in this card, there's a fire behind her. And this fire is not a small fire, but she's not afraid of it. She's not even looking at it. She's very aware. She's in control of this environment. That's why she's not afraid. She doesn't even need to look back to know exactly what's going on, to know what's behind her. You're blending, I feel like what's happening here is you're kind of integrating this very bold, assertive, very truthful, honest, headstrong energy with this, but sitting in that yourself. Like I said, there's something about you finding this energy inside of you, and then the next step, it's like allowing that to bring the energies to you that you need, as opposed to going out and seeking them. Now, the Ace of Wands. What lessons are integrating? Your own passions, your own desires, your instincts as well. I feel like your instincts are really being heightened here. No surprise. We have another Wands card. The Prince of Wands, or the Knight of Wands. What the dark moon is incubating. Quick movement. quick movement. I feel like what the dark moon is incubating, like what's happening right now, what you're getting prepared for this new moon, is to go really boldly towards these energies. This is going to be this next moon phase, which is going to be happening, loosely throughout Virgo season and the month of September. I think this is going to be there's going to be a lot going on for you, Taurus. There's a lot coming up. There's going to be, I feel like, it almost feels like you're going to emerge from it, like, from this dark moon phase and this new moon, with like this sense of confidence that nobody's ever seen before. The Fool. Your guide through the dark moon. This is you being brand new, right? There's something brand new happening. An ace and a fool. This is the inception of something. This is the beginning. You might not even see it yet, Taurus, because the ace is sometimes like, aces can represent opportunity that we actually need to walk to, that we need to grab onto. Like I said here, I'm not getting that sense for you. I'm feeling like you are becoming very magnetic and these things are going to be coming to you. Now, the guide through the dark moon, the Fool, taking a leap of faith, going on an adventure, I feel like this is more your willingness to take a leap of faith, your willingness to go on an adventure. Let that guide you through this time right now, because there's going to be, I feel like you're going to have the opportunity to go on lots of adventures in September, and you might need to pick and choose which one you go to. Temperance at the bottom of the deck, another fire sign card. Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius placements, or that's just the energy that's here. We have a lot of fire, a lot of Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in general, but this is Sagittarius specifically. Right. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Taurus, let's look a little more. A message from the subconscious. Seven of Cups. Yeah, look at all these options that you're about to have. That's what I mean. You're going to have the opportunity to go in a lot of different directions. And it's like you get to decide now. Not that you didn't get to before, but I feel like there's going to be a willingness that you had to make these decisions on what direction you're going that maybe you didn't have before. And, the Prince of Wands is about going in multiple different directions, not having, not being attached to an outcome. Prince of Wands is not attached to the outcome. He's not moving towards a specific goal. He's being moved more by his desire, right? So I feel like, you're going to have options to go a lot of different ways. And that's what's incubating here, I feel, is your confidence to move possibly, in a few different directions in the month of September. There's something about your energy expanding. Your own drive kind of expanding and then moving outward. Queen of Wands with the Moon. I'm going to pull another card for this one. Lessons are integrating. These are lessons of fear, right? The moon can be our fears that we are afraid to go through, to take the journey, right? These two pillars in the tarot represent a path that is there for you to follow. It's drawing you to follow down this path, but with the moon card, there is darkness on the other side of that path. The moon is not illuminating the journey. It's, again, instincts. These animals are acting instinctually, right? They're bowing at the moon. Scorpion's kind of lobster coming out of the water. There's something about following your instincts, going down the path, right? Like I said, there's going to be multiple paths available to you. I feel like this message, what lessons are integrating, is you not being afraid to go down paths that you don't know, right? You don't know. The Prince of Wands doesn't know the answer. He doesn't know what's on the other side. He doesn't even have a clear goal in mind. The Queen of Wands is fearless. The moon, the fear is on the other side of this, right? Because it's unknown. So the lessons you're integrating are you're getting comfortable with not fearing the unknown. Strength with the Ace of Wands. How to find peace in the darkness. This might be like a very heightened moon. This might feel like a heightened time for you, Taurus. You might feel the desire to lash out and kind of lose your temper, let your wild energy come out. But I feel like with strength and the Ace of Wands, like you have a lot of fire inside of you right now with this Ace of Wands. You have a lot of desire. It's coming from inside of you. And I feel like the Strength card here is saying to follow that desire, but to also be sure that you're integrating it so that when it's expressed, the purity of your intentions are obvious. That's if you're having a hard time, if you're feeling like kind of explosive, I feel like that's the message, is to kind of focus on unconditional love and acceptance as well. Acceptance of yourself, acceptance of others. Again, the acceptance of others is this magnetic energy that I'm getting. Once you accept, the only reason she's able to put her mouth in this lion's hand and to pet a lion is because she accepts the lion for exactly what it is. She's not trying to change the lion. The lion isn't trying to change her. There's an understanding. To find peace in the darkness, almost like understanding your own desires too, and what those mean to you. Prince of Wands with the Devil. Oh, we have a lot of major arcana coming out here. Interesting, a Temperance at the bottom of the deck again, and the Ace of Wands. We have the Temperance card down here as well. So just lots of fire energy. Okay, Prince of Wands, the Devil. It's of instigating energy, starting something. What the dark moon is incubating. The Prince of Wands with the Devil. I'm seeing the Devil here more as what you are coming. I see this message here as kind of what you're coming out of, what the dark moon is incubating. It's weird because it's what you're coming out of and it's what you're going towards at the same time, because you're going towards your desires. The devil is our desires, but it's those base desires. They're chained. Right here we have the lovers are chained on the devil card. They're chained below him. There is something about you bringing I don't always see the devil as a negative card here, and I'm seeing it in this reading. I'm really reading it as your desires. I think that you're leaning into what you want, and it's possible that you have not been doing that. And that's why what the dark moon is getting ready for, what we're getting ready, what's incubating, what's kind of marinating for the new moon is you following those desires. And the one kind of challenge you might find, or the kind of warning message I would say with the devil card here, is to be sure that the desires that you're following are going to help your life move forward, are for the greater good of yourself and of others. I feel like that might be the challenge. Like, you might be faced during this next moon phase, like, I have so many desires, right? Because we have the Prince of Wands. He's moving in so many different directions. It's almost like, which one... I feel like Taurus, it's like your challenge for this next moon phase, or the kind of lesson that's almost being prepared for you. This is what it's feeling like, is that what desire are you going to choose to go towards? Are you going to choose that base desire? Are you going to stay in that sacral chakra, and or are you going to lift that energy up? Are you going to choose the path that progresses your life, that feels more spiritual, that feels more connected to humanity? Or are you going to continue on towards your base? Not that you've been going towards your base desire, but are you going towards the base desire? I think there's going to be, it's kind of like, it's going to be up to you. Again, might not be a bad thing. I feel like what it's saying again is like, connect to that base desire, but that's just the beginning. It's like, then raise the energy up from that base chakra to the top of your head chakra. It's like, let that desire fill you. Don't just let it sit in one place. Right? Don't let the energy just kind of stagnate in the base. The Knight of Wands again. So we have the Knight of Wands coming out twice. Trusting. Knight of Wands, your guide through the dark moon. Yeah, this is all about just you again, moving confidently and having fun. This is going to be I feel like this is going to be a really exciting moon phase for you. And Taurus, one of your cards at the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles. I feel that you feel very stable right now. They're stable and integrating. You're exercising, I think you've been exercising a lot of patience. I feel like that is why this message here in the center of, unconditional love, kind of tame the beast, purity of intention, acceptance, understanding. I feel like that's why this is here, because I feel like you've been patient for a while, and you're almost like, kind of like the watch pot. Like the pot is ready to boil over. But it's like your ships are coming in with this new moon. I think it's going to be a really exciting moon phase for you. All right, Taurus, thanks so much for being here. I really hope this resonated with you guys. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you at your next one. Bye-bye.